What up YouTube, it's Jermaine back with another video. In this video I'm going to talk about Uber Eats for a minute. As you guys know, I've worked for a ton of these sharing economy apps, a ton of these like Bay Area startup companies that say, hey look, you can work whenever you want, just download our app and go out and work whenever you want, use your own phone, use your own bike, use your own car, use your own gas, go out and work, make money for us. And I've been doing all these jobs for, I don't know, 2-3 years now, and Uber Eats just, you know, they've been around, but now they've they're promoting themselves like big time. And I went out and tried Uber Eats a couple months ago, and they were having a bunch of incentives back then, and it was really worth doing. Like, you could actually go out and work 3 hours and make $100 because they were giving you like bonuses and incentives. Nowadays, Uber Eats has changed up a whole lot. It's nothing what it was back then. Back when I first started, Uber Eats was, we would meet at like this church parking lot, and we would like, you know, get like a bag of food, and we would keep that bag of food with us for like 3 hours, and we would cycle around the city. And when someone would request one of the items, and let's say I have, you know, chicken sandwiches in my backpack or whatever, when this person requests a chicken sandwich, like, I would be dispatched to that person, and I would deliver them the one chicken sandwich. But nowadays, Uber Eats, they still have a smaller program like that, but Uber Eats nowadays is like, you just go to the restaurant, you pick up the food. It's very similar to Postmates, Caviar, DoorDash, apps like that. It's very similar to that. But I want to talk about like the differences between Uber Eats versus, I'm not going to single out any of those other companies. I'm just going to group them all in the same category, and I'm just going to call them like all the other companies versus Uber Eats. Well, first off, I will say on Uber Eats, the payouts are very low. Now, the payouts are low because there's a lot of bonuses and incentives on Uber. Now, the bonuses and incentives on Uber may not be so straightforward and easy like they are on other apps. For example, Caviar, they really don't have bonuses and incentives. You just go out and work. They do have like certain hours where you make like a bonus, but they don't send out emails saying, you know, do this and you get this, or complete this many trips and you get this, or they don't do it that way. Now, Postmates and DoorDash, they do. A little bit easier to actually achieve what the email says. Sometimes on Uber Eats, they want you to do one delivery an hour, and sometimes it can be kind of slow. Sometimes on Uber Eats, they require an acceptance rating of 90 or 100%, meaning that you must accept every single request, and if you don't accept every single request, you won't get the bonus. And sometimes you're not making any money if you don't get the bonus. Let's just throw this example out. Once I was out on Uber Eats, and I was out, it was a 5 p.m. shift, and I was going to work till 10, so it was going to be a 5-hour shift. I was online for, you know, 2 hours, and I completed 2 deliveries an hour, and I made sure that I was checking the phone, made sure I missed no requests. Okay, made sure I missed no requests absolutely at all. Okay, so I'm finishing up the shift, and I accept, you know, I do another 2 deliveries, so I'm looking for the 1 more delivery so I can qualify for, you know, the $35 an hour, because the $35 an hour is going to be a whole lot higher than me getting, you know, $4 a delivery. Because I remember on that night, all those deliveries were $5 deliveries, and after Uber takes their percentage, I'm stuck with $4 for each delivery. So I made $20 for a 5-hour shift. Okay, I've literally made like $4 an hour. But if I accept, you know, 100% of the request, and I complete 1 delivery per hour, I'm gonna make like $35 an hour, okay? So what happens? My last delivery, I show up to this apartment and I'm calling the customer. I can't get a hold of the customer. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just wait 2 or 3 minutes and I'll call the customer again. So I wait like 5 minutes, call a customer again. I'm waiting outside in my car, double parked on the street, like in a red zone, and I'm waiting on this customer, and the customer is nowhere to be found. Like, I'm calling the customer's not answering the phone, and I'm like, crap, what am I gonna do? Contact Uber. It's super difficult getting a hold of Uber, but once I finally got a hold of Uber, Uber instructed me to take the food back to the restaurant. So I took the food back to the restaurant. By me not finishing that delivery, okay, by me not finishing that delivery, I did not qualify for the bonus that night. Now that really pissed me off, because they just got me to work 5 hours for $20. I didn't even get paid for the last delivery. Okay, the last delivery that I spent over an hour on, I didn't get paid for it. And then I had to go back to the restaurant. That sucked. That really pissed me off, okay? And also, communicating with Uber is like a whole nother ball game. Like, they're just too big. Uber's just too big. Like, I mean, come on. If you're trying to call them over $4, they're just going to blow you off. Now, with Caviar, DoorDash, and Postmates, they're much smaller companies, man. Not in as many markets, and they tend to care a lot more about the people that work for them. I mean, that's just the feel I have from working for these other companies. I mean, all these companies have done all sorts of social events throughout San Francisco, where like Postmates will have something, come and meet us at the park, or Caviar have some event at the park, or DoorDash will have some, like, you know, cookout event. Like, Uber, they're not really like that. Like, Uber, y'all know what Uber's like. Uber's like that company that's gonna get you with the surge pricing, you know. As soon as it start raining, you gotta pay 5 times X to go home. You know, Uber's that company that's gonna get you when you really need them the most. And I mean, I'm not trying to say that it's always going to be that way, but that's sort of their reputation. There's a lot of other food carrier apps out there. They operate completely different. Myself, I've never made as much money on Uber Eats as I made on any other platform. Like, any other platform. Postmates is much easier to make money on Postmates than Uber Eats. I mean, just about every other sharing economy platform. So if you want to sign up for Uber Eats, I would recommend that you sign up for Uber Eats for the bonus. Sign up for the bonus, okay? Because Uber Eats, they throw out bonuses all the time. The bonus is not that great in the Bay Area right now, but I don't know when you're going to see this video. In a couple months, the bonuses could be a lot higher. But I would say sign up for the bonuses, because I've tried Uber Eats in San Francisco, I've tried Uber Eats in New York, and the payouts are like super, super low. The only way you're really gonna make money on Uber Eats is if you get a bonus or some sort of weekly incentive. That's like the only way. Or you knock on some customer's door and you deliver their food and they give you a fat tip. And believe me, that's like very unlikely. Unless I order Uber Eats and you come to my house and, you know, you deliver my food, like, I'll hook you up with a tip. Majority of the Uber Eats deliveries that I did, they did not come with a tip. At least on Postmates, people tip. At least on DoorDash, people tip. Uber has this whole macho attitude, like, you don't have to tip. You've already taken care of the driver, and that is definitely not the case. Like, you really have not taken care of the driver, giving the driver $4 for freaking delivery. Just wanted to make another quick video throwing out some more helpful information about the sharing economy. Just trying to push y'all folks in the right direction. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this from me, definitely subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Peace.